I shouldn't have done that. What's up? I'm Trent Windsor, and we're here in search of the perfect shuffle. It's time for another segment of New Editions, where I go through all the new music of the month and I review the stuff that I think is worthwhile, that I think is a worthy addition to your perfect shuffle. Obviously, I can't review all of the good music in a month, but I will hit the highlights, and I'll cover a variety of genres, so hopefully everybody can find something that they think is interesting, something that they would be willing to add to their perfect shuffle. June was a huge month. There was a lot of really good stuff that came out this month, and a lot of these really great releases were not mainstream, so hopefully I'm turning you on to some new music that you haven't heard yet. The first genre that I'd like to talk about is rap/hip hop. There have been some pretty notable album releases in rap and hip hop this month. Lil Nas X dropped his first EP. It's very eclectic, a lot of different sounds in there. I greatly enjoy Rodeo and Panini. Go check that out. Goldlink dropped his album, which I think is probably his best album to date. A lot of really notable features on this album. Gucci Mane dropped a classic Gucci Mane album. If you're in the mood for some trap beats and some burrs, go ahead and check that out. Freddie Gibbs and Madlib dropped a collaborative album, which is just a step above. It's really incredible. Great production and some great performances from Freddie. Mustard dropped a full album. A lot of really cool songs on there. I really enjoyed On God, which features A$AP Rocky, A$AP Ferg, a bunch of people, YG, Tyga, so go check that out. Also, not new this month, but Chance the Rapper's first two mixtapes, 10 Day and Acid Rap, have been put onto streaming services, which is a huge deal. Both classic mixtapes, so go check that out as well. Now that I'm done suggesting albums, I'd like to remind you that all of the music that's on the New Editions playlist this month is also on my radio station on the Station Head app. There will be a link below to download the app, and go ahead and check out my station at Shuffle Perfect. The first song from the rap/hip hop genre that I'd like to talk about today is Megatron by Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj.
This is the first thing Nicki has really released after her album Queen. This song has an island-inspired beat and a very calypso, island-inspired chorus with a lot of auto-tune singing from Nicki. Very catchy, very light, very upbeat. This one is more of a build yourself up type song than a tear other people down type song, which seems to be what she's been doing a lot recently, especially with her feud with Cardi B and all that. So it's cool to see some positivity from Nicki. Also, as is classic Nicki Minaj, it's a pretty sexual song. It comes with a classic Nicki Minaj music video, which is all her showing off all of the curves and things that she has on her body. All in all, fun song, really interesting beat, something that I have listened to a few times since it's come out. This one is 35% skippable. The other song from this genre, which I'd like to go over, is called Bad Idea, and it is by YBN Cordae, and it features Chance the Rapper. This one has a very soulful, down-home, melodic beat to it. The lyrics are very nice, simple, sentimental lyrics. You see YBN Cordae rapping about eating ramen noodles and finding money in an old pair of jeans, all very quaint, all very relatable topics. YBN Cordae and Chance the Rapper actually go really well together on this song. Their sounds complement each other, and they really play off of each other's vibes in their own respective verses. It's really cool to see YBN Cordae really proving that he can hang with the big names in rap and hip hop these days, which is something I knew already, but something that he's continuing to prove as he puts out more songs. So this song, I would say, is 30% skippable. Next up, we have alternative/rock. Once again, it's hard for me to really cram all of these into just 4 specific genres. We've got a wide variety of sounds all the way across the board. The first song I'd like to talk about from this genre is Typical Story by Hobo Johnson. This is a very energetic, frazzled combo of rock and rap. I hear a lot of influence from the Beastie Boys, a lot of influence from Rage Against the Machine, a little bit of 21 Pilots thrown in there. Hobo Johnson does an incredible job of delivering these lyrics with just an absolute punch. He has some incredible energy and just goes crazy on this song. But the lyrics are actually really submissive and very humble in a way. In the chorus, he talks about how he probably couldn't take a good punch, so if he's talking too much, just tell him to shut up and he'll probably shut up. It's very opposite the classic bravado you hear from most rappers, but it's still delivered with that same amount of energy and confidence. The music video is just as wild and off the walls as the song is. You've got these goblin looking things in bikinis. You've got a dude in a dog costume smoking a cigar. You got bodybuilders. You got everything. At some point or another in the video, everybody has Hobo Johnson's face on them. It's all very wacky, has a very rowdy house party vibe. Really, really interesting song, and one that really took me by surprise this month. This song is 25% skippable. The other song from the alternative / rock genre that I'd like to talk about is called Astro Ever After by the Dirty Nil. Side note, Astro Ever After sounds like the name of a romantic comedy that features Astro Boy. Astro Boy probably falls in love with Drew Barrymore, and he has to use his little fist rocket to destroy her evil ex-boyfriend or something. This song is hard rock. It's delivered at a slow pace, and it's delivered nice and dirty. Just a very unrefined rock and roll sound. The instrumentals are very grungy. They remind me of Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots, a little bit of Pearl Jam in there. The vocals, however, have a lot of really cool and subtle harmonies in there. It's still pretty grungy, but I like the melodic quality that they have. Everything is just delivered with this underlying fuzz. The lyrics explore what happens when we die, which is also very hard rock, very metal. If you threw a grunge rock band into space, this is what I imagine it would sound like. It's a really cool song. I would say it's 25% skippable as well. The next genre I'd like to talk about is indie rock. There's been some pretty notable indie rock releases this month. One by a group called Mannequin Puppy, but then you replace the last two P's with S's. Despite the band's raunchy name, the album isn't raunchy. It's very positive, very upbeat, really cool indie rock. Go check that out for sure. Also, the Fruit Bats put out a really great album. A lot of really nice, sweet tunes on there. A lot of very plucky and soft guitars. Very gentle, but very well done. Go check out this new Fruit Bats album. The first song I'd like to review in the indie rock genre is called Hey Ma, and it's by Bon Iver. Bon Iver is a huge artist, very popular for his song Skinny Love. He's also done a lot of work with Kanye West. This song, Hey Ma, is very, very sentimental. It's just a super chilled out song. It's a little bit sappy. I mean, you listen to this song, you're going to want to call your mom, especially if you live in Boston and you call her Ma. Honestly, the lyrics are really beautiful and poetic, and they're delivered so delicately, like only Bon Iver could. Not only that, but there's a lot of really cool, subtle harmonies to this song that just take it to another level. It's a really heartfelt, heartwarming song. This one is 25% skippable. The other song in the indie rock genre I'd like to review is called Miracle Man, and it is by Oliver Tree. Oliver Tree is that dude from Vine who has like the bowl cut and the windbreaker, and he likes to sell ecstasy to kids at raves.
I'm 32 years old, I love to dance, and I sell ecstasy to children at raves. Hit me up.
So his whole persona is a meme, but he actually makes really cool, really great music. This song has such a cool VHS vibe to it. I really love the diverse motifs in there. You've got acoustic guitar, you've got fuzzy electric guitar sounds in there, you even got parts that are very bass heavy with some plucky electric guitar in there. So all in all, a very diverse song that somehow comes together to form a coherent idea. This is another one that's 25% skippable. The last genre I'd like to talk about is pop / synth pop. We're really stretching by trying to put these into groups here. The new album by Two Door Cinema Club is out. There's a lot of really solid songs on that one. Go check that out. There's this really cool album out by the group called Chinatown Slalom. It has some really crazy sounds in there, some really diverse stuff that really captivated me. There's also a new album by Yesayer. I really love the song Ecstatic Baby, which will be on the playlist this month. So go check that whole album out. The first song I'd like to talk about in the pop / synth pop genre is called Andy and Condor, and it's by Pix. That's with 2 X's. Pix. This one is very 80s, new wave inspired. I hear a lot of the Pet Shop Boys in there, a lot of those other new wave groups. This one's very dreamy. It's got a really cool seamless combination of light, beachy guitars and these really cool light synths. The melodies in this one are just insanely catchy. I really love the gloriously low budget music video, which looks like it really was filmed and put onto a VHS. Very homemade, really love the vibe on that. This song as a whole is 30% skippable. The second song of this genre that I'd like to talk about, and the last song for this video, is called Number One Fan, and it is by the group Muna. This one has some really thumping synths. To me, it kind of sounds like a cooler version of the soundtrack for an 80s workout video. Very driving, very energetic, very upbeat and positive, but done with a little bit more care, a little bit less cheesy than those workout video tapes. This is another one that has a super catchy chorus, and the vocal delivery is just so sassy, so confident. I really love the way she does that. The song has a pretty cool message, all about just being your own number one fan and kind of just blowing past the haters. I really love the confidence and energy of this song. It's very fun, very danceable. This is one that I would say is 20% skippable. And that's all the music I have to talk about today. If you like what I'm doing here, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and go ahead and turn on those gosh darn mother-loving
notifications, baby.
I'll be linking all of the music I talked about today in this video below in the description, as well as playlists on Spotify and Apple Music for all of the good music that I found this month. If you want to keep up with these new editions playlists, if you want to hear all the things that I'm listening to right now, go ahead and hit up my channel on Stationhead. It's an app where anybody can have their own radio station. My radio station is playing at all times. It's at Shuffle Perfect, so go check that out right now. And of course, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about any of these songs. Let me know what you think about any of the songs I didn't review that are on the playlist, and let me know if I missed anything. I'd love to hear your opinion, and I'd love to discover some new music. I'm Trent Windsor, and this is The Perfect Shuffle. Let's see.